In my last video about the Black Bay 54's T-Fit clasp, I lamented that as beautiful as it was kind of useless for me because if I removed 3 or 4 links, I would find myself on one end or the other of the clasp with nowhere to go. But thankfully, I found a great solution for you guys. Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. Alright, so I remember that Uncle Seiko, or as it's known now, UncleStraps.com, have the half link for the Black Bay 58, of course, and also for the Black Bay 41 or the GMT. So I decided to order both of those, thinking probably I will get the Black Bay GMT opaline dial eventually anyway. And hopefully the one for the 58 would fit the Black Bay 54's bracelet. I also ordered the waffle strap for my Captain Willard, which looks beautiful now. And I got also Uncle's pin tool remover, very cool website. So let's check out how it worked out on the Black Bay 54. At first glance, the link looks just right. I was really afraid that the color of the metal would be a bit wrong. As I showed you before, the 54 has a more yellow type of steel than the 58. But on such a small surface, honestly, you'd have to have an amazingly keen eye to notice it. So I decided to put it at the 12 o'clock, so away from me, and actually I would have to really twist my wrist now to even notice that I have this half link on, or that there's a difference in color. But you could try both sides, of course. If you try it at the 6 o'clock, it will be a lot more visible every day. So if it's not perfect, it might bother you. So putting it at the 12 o'clock, I tried to put it as close as possible to the clasp, and it was really no issue. What I've noticed immediately is that the Uncle's half links 4 rivet is a bit bigger than the one from the Black Bay 54 bracelet. Not a big deal breaker. And also when I screwed in the link back in, I realized that the screw would not go totally flush, but there is a solution for that, as I will show later. But first, something really cool I want to show you as well. Before putting the link back on, I decided to put back each side of the bracelet on the watch while they are free. It's a lot easier. And I used for that a tool that I just got from Hing. It's a tool that I discovered on the YouTube channel TOKKANTE from my friend Ben. And you can get the tool from him. You can get it straight from Hing. I put the link to the video of Ben. His channel TOKKANTE is great. You should check out his content. Lately he's been very busy. Not much new videos, but check out the backlog, and hopefully very soon he can delight us with new videos. But anyway, with this tool I got the end links back on, which can be a real pain in the ass, and you can really damage your lugs and the end links themselves. I actually had a problem with the spring bars of the 54, which were totally seized. Once I had removed them, I could not even push them back in, so I had to replace one of them, and the other one I had to give it a big push. Anyway, so with the link back in, I could close the clasp all to the end of the travel, and the result was really good. So in my office, very cold, that's where my wrist is at the smallest, I have a good fit. So now I'm relaxed going outside, and if my wrist expands, I have a whole 7-8 millimeter of extra T-Fit adjustment. I will probably never use that much. I would use maybe 1 or 2, a couple of millimeters or 4 millimeters. But there you go, it works. somehow I had a good look, and I thought that the protrusion of the forevet on the half link of Uncle was a bit too close to the clasp. It was okay, it was just about right, but I felt more comfortable moving it a bit further to one link further. Now, for the geeks, another thing that's really interesting about this clasp is that if you flip the lock and pull it with the tip of your finger the way it's supposed to be, the T-Fit will stay in place. However, if you pull it the way I'm used to pull the Tudor clasp, by holding the clasp on each side and pulling the whole clasp, the T-Fit will actually slide. So something to note for you geeks, it's better to pull it with the finger, otherwise you will have to put back the T-Fit at the adjustment that you had before. Anyway, um, let's move. I've moved the half link back one link, and I think the result is much better. Visually, it's totally fine. I don't notice any difference in color, but I think it's much better as a result, because the articulation is complete, is full. Now, by playing a bit too much with the screw, I noticed that it got a bit wider. So you have to be careful with those screws, and with the screwdriver that you use, you could get a bit in trouble there with your screws. So always be very very patient when you do this job. But there you go. This is the end result. I think it looks totally fine. And now I have the adjustment that I want. I have the articulation that I want, and I don't even see the thing when it's on the wrist, because it's at the 12 o'clock, where I would really have to twist my wrist to notice it. Now, the funny story is that later on, I walked by the AD where I bought the 54, and I noticed they had the opaline dial GMT on the bracelet. So I went straight in to check it out, and I showed my 54 to the sales guy, and he was very curious about this half link. And he took a good look, and he noticed immediately that the screw was protruding a little bit. So he didn't hesitate. He put it on his bench and actually filed it for me. He had a file, and he made it as flush as possible. So you can play with a file, try to make it really perfect. I think the tolerance there on the Uncle link is not perfect. By the way, Uncle provides you two little screw pins, which are very similar to the ones of Tudor, slightly different. I tried the one of Tudor, and the same way I could not get it totally flush, and I don't want to push too much with the screwdriver either. Also, when you put back those things, don't forget to put a bit of Loctite to make sure that they don't move out. Right, it's getting a bit of a long video, but I think you like to geek about those things, and you want a perfect result, so you can get as close as you want those screws. And yeah, maybe you have noticed on the video something that I haven't noticed, so please put it in the comment. If this is useful for you, if you like this, please give the video a like. And if you want to see more about the 54 and my review as an owner of the opaline dial GMT, subscribe to the channel. I think that's going to be a great watch to review as well. And one last thing I'm going to say after having done all this is that I think the 54 looks even cooler on a parachute strap, which I really favor at the moment for all my divers. It's so comfortable, and you don't bang your bracelets everywhere, but it looks really cool. And I'm even tempted to get one that's smaller than the lug width, as an homage to, of course, the Submariner that Sean Connery wore in James Bond. So yeah. There you go. But the bracelet now really fits really great, and I'm relaxed to wear it outside. Hong Kong is really hot and humid already, so if the wrist expands, the watch will always have a good fit. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.